Hi guys, it's Sam here with Bargain Hunting Blonde, and I am bringing you part 2 of my 2018 fall bag trends. So trend number 2 is Western inspired accessories. So if you guys have been watching anything on the runway, you'll have seen a lot of cowboy boot-like boots or just details that are kind of Western, you know, like the embroidery or the little metal plates that they'll put on the toes of boots. There's just been a lot of Western influence. And I think one of the best brands that kind of has that Western 70s vibe is definitely Chloe. So I think there is a great bag that Chloe makes, the Marcy, particularly the mini Marcy, which I have right here, that Chloe has at a pretty good price point for designer bags. And I say pretty good because obviously it's still expensive at $8.90, and this is a pretty small bag. But this bag has been popular for quite a couple of years, and I definitely think it's worth the investment. So this is my Chloe Mini Marcy, and it is in more of a saddle color that I believe they call chestnut or nut. The colors do change a little bit, even though this is one of their standard colors. The colors do change a little bit every season, and there'll be a little bit of variation. So this bag isn't very big. It will fit my 6S and my 8. And let me show you guys the inside. It doesn't have a lot of, you know, dividing or anything like that. It's pretty small. It's definitely a mini bag. As you guys can see right there, it's just kind of like a dark hole. There is a little back slip pocket right here that you can put like some credit cards in. There also is a slip pocket in the front which has my receipt and my like little Chloe cards. The one thing I will say about this bag, actually there's two, that there's a downfall to it, is one, really quickly, it's a beautiful soft leather, but it loses its shape. I keep this bag stuffed, I keep it stored correctly, as you guys saw when I took out all the stuffing, and it still has lost some of its shape. Two is that the glazing has a tendency, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, glazing has a tendency to crack around these little, this side might be better, these little handles. And this is something that, especially since I bought it from Nordstrom's, they told me to bring it back in and they can have it fixed. They have a guy who fixes bags, like their designer bags for them. But it's something that at the price point of $8.90, you wish that it would last a little longer. I will admit though that I have had this bag for probably 3 years. So I've definitely had it for a while and I've definitely used it a lot. Worth the investment. As you guys can see, it's got kind of this horse shape detailing, which makes it very Western-esque, but it's not like in your face, wearing giant belt buckles, cowboy boots, Western, which I don't have an issue with, but you know, if that's not really your style, this is still Western with a little twist of a little more elegance. So I liked that bag so much that I did invest in it in a different color, and I was really lucky. I've not worn it yet. I'm saving it for fall. I was really lucky to pick up this baby, which is in the, again, the Chloe Mini Marcy, but this is in the black. I actually got this from Neiman Marcus last call. It was $400, so it was $490 off, which was great. And black is obviously a really classic color, and it's a little less Western looking because I feel like that luggage cognac color is very Western, and this black is not quite as bad. It is identically the same, even though it is a newer model. You still have the flap and all that. And again, as you guys can see, like I have not even used this yet, and it will start to lose its shape a little bit. It's just something that happens with these bags. I don't know why. I just think it's because the leather is so beautiful, but it's soft and squishy, and so maybe it should have been a little more of a harder leather to keep its shape. Maybe I'll put a little more stuffing in this guy. But a great bag, a great price point. I definitely think it's worth the purchase. And then also with this Western style trends, I'm including trend number 3. And trend number 3, I think, is, let me reach for it, patent leather. So if you guys have been paying attention at all to Saint Laurent or a lot of the shoes that have been on the runway, there has been a lot of patent leather, which I think patent leather is always there and it's always in the background. We just don't see it a lot for handbags. And I think the reason for that is if you're getting a lighter color patent leather, a lot of times things transfer onto it really easily and they can be really hard to keep up and keep looking beautiful, which is unfortunate because I think the shine of it and the kind of elegance that patent leather has is great. It's just, you know, when you're getting it in like a beautiful nude or a blush, you love the color, and then 10 seconds later, your jeans have rubbed onto the back of it and now has this weird like purple stain on it. So I got to work on this trend and to wear this trend, this beautiful Chanel vanity case that is in patent leather. Beautiful bag. It actually does have a strap, and there's little places where you can hook the strap on the top. The hardware is gold, and I'm really excited to try this bag because I love the new Chanel vanity bags, but one, they're really hard to find, and two, I think their price point, I honestly think a lot of Chanel stuff price point is just getting a little out of hand. I don't think they're worth over $5,000, and you know, that's what everything is starting to cost at Chanel. It's not Hermes, and even Hermes prices I think are a little insane. So let me show you guys when I put on the strap on this bag. So this bag is very vintage. I did buy it off of eBay, but I have seen them other places. I've seen them on Tradegee, on Poshmark, stuff like that, and I think that they're really cute bags, and they're definitely much more reasonable even if you're buying one that's like brand new than the new vanity bags. The only difference that I've really noticed, besides this one's a little bigger, which I personally appreciate because I think most of the time what I've been able to see has been the small Chanel vanity bag, and that bag's really too small for me. This is more like the medium size, is that it does fully open, which is not ideal if you've got all your stuff in it. But I normally just don't unzip it all the way, so you can like zip it a little bit on the sides and just like reach into it, and it's still totally enough space to get all your stuff. But if you do unzip it, you can make sure that your stuff is secure. There are these little clips that come down, so you could put your stuff behind this to make sure that when you're opening it, it's not just falling straight out at you. There is also a zippered pocket, so you guys can see there's little Chanel, the little zipper pocket with this really cute little charm on it. On this bag, the zipper pocket is lined with leather, which is really nice. So this is all lined with leather on the inside, and not patent leather, just regular leather, which is super nice. You also, on the other side, have a very similar clip. Again, you could put stuff behind it, and it does have these little, like more like you put like makeup in, because I think that was the point of this initially, was to hold your makeup, but I really don't wear makeup. So there was no point of that for me, and I really like it as a bag more than anything else. Inside of the pocket, which I'm not going to be able to show you guys, is its date code, which is nice. So a lot of these still have their date code. Sometimes they do fall out. I have used Real Authentication to authenticate all my different vintage Chanels, and they're really quick, they're really efficient, and they can help you even if it doesn't have a date code in it, because like I said, with some of these older bags, the date code does fall out, which is unfortunate. So this bag is great. I think it's really on trend, but like I said, the patent leather can be really difficult to deal with. And so I bought black. I think there are some other beautiful colors. Monsieur Gabriel especially has some beautiful blush and kind of nude tone bucket bags, but I'm just honestly scared of them. I'm scared of anything that's not black in this patent leather. I also find that patent leather is kind of its own being and can be hard to clean. So I actually was reading a bunch of forums, and I recommend this Money's Worth and Best Quality Shoe Care. So it's for patent leather shoes and exotic leathers. It kind of comes out as like a foam, and it's been great for cleaning my bag. So sometimes I'll get like little white marks on this baby, and they just come straight off. And you can see, like, this is a much older bag, and still see how shiny the patent leather is, which is great. It's not sticky. This helps to make sure it doesn't get sticky. So I would definitely recommend, if you are looking at patent leather bags, that you do invest in this. And I'll link it down below. It's from Amazon. It was maybe $15 to $20. Totally and completely worth it to keep the bag looking beautiful and shiny. So thank you guys for watching. A recap, so I'm saying trend 2 is Western inspired accessories and using the Marcy to emphasize that. And then I'm saying trend 3 is the patent leather bags. So I think you can't go wrong with any of the 3 trends I've said for fall, and I think all of them you can find for cheaper and at much more reasonable prices than going straight into the store and buying a new bag. Not that there's anything wrong with that, I just like to save money. So if you like these sort of videos, please make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell so you get an update every time I upload a new video. If you want to see how I style my bags, especially along the lines of these fall 2018 trends, please make sure to subscribe to my Instagram and my Facebook, both of which are linked down below. And thank you so much for watching. Tune into my next video and have a great day. Bye, guys.